Hey there, everybody. Welcome back to another episode of Coffee with Chuck. We're still remote mostly. Chuck, I see that you're in the office today. How you
I'm
doing?
in the office and happy about it.
Awesome.
This is the order of the day in our facilities. You got to wear a mask unless you're in your office or workstation.
Safety first.
Yep.
It's a good precaution to take. So it's been a little while since we've talked to our members, but we're still very much in the depths of COVID-19 and trying to adapt to that. But I understand that we are doing quite a lot on the member front and even operationally. So you want to run our members really quick through some of the things that we're doing currently and that are on the very near horizon?
During June, we found and implemented an online appointment system that will allow our members to schedule appointments with employees in our branches. And the end goal, first step of our reopening will be the lobbies open by appointment only. We're not there yet. So today it's available in 6 branches. We can do a video conference over Zoom or WebEx or just over the phone, but we're available for one-on-one consultations with any employee that wants it. And so that's on in 6 branches. It'll be turned on in every branch by the end of July. So that's kind of our step one in beginning to get service restored in the branches. Depending on how the trends for COVID-19 go, it's our intent the next phase will be opening the branch lobbies by appointment only. So you can come in and meet with somebody face to face. We don't have a date. Could be a month or 2 or 3 out, depending on where this thing goes in the community, but we're going to be pretty cautious about protecting members and protecting our employees. And we have everything in place we can possibly put in our facilities now to make them safe for members and employees. But when we get to that point, masks will be required the entire time you're in the branch, no exception. Some people don't like that, but that's our rule. If that doesn't work, we'll do a video conference with you. But we are anxious to restore in-branch service. Just have no idea at this point what the timeline might be. Video conference, phone call appointments cover just about everything. Need to open a new account, we can handle it entirely through a phone call and send you an electronic document for digital signature. We've been doing that forever. New loans, same thing. We can do mortgages the same way. You can get a mortgage from Coastal, do all the application work online, get assigned to a mortgage loan officer. There'll be a lot of exchange of documents and so forth, but you never have to meet with any of our people during the process, except at closing. North Carolina still does not enable electronic filing of deeds of trust. And so it requires wet signature. But so much of what members need from us can be done digitally. We're working on a video solution where when you schedule that branch appointment, rather than wanting to come in the branch, you can see them on video. That will be coming over the course of the balance of this year. So we are expanding ways that members can get served. And that will be pretty rapid over the next 6 to 12 months.
Yeah, you mentioned the mortgage process and how we're able to do most of that remotely. And that's something actually I'm going through right now. I'm in the process of refinancing my mortgages.
Yep.
And yeah, I think I've done every step of it electronically so far. Right. It's been great. It's and that's about as complicated of a financial thing you're going to be able to do. And to be able to do that all, basically sitting at home in my pajamas has been excellent. So I would definitely recommend that, if that's something that somebody needs to do, don't be afraid to do the electronic route.
Well,
works really well.
What I would say is we can do everything Rocket Mortgage does. The digital part may not be as sexy, but I can tell you our service is twice as good.
Oh, it's been great.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We get
Yeah.
rave reviews from people who get mortgages from us.
Yeah, it's been excellent. So,
Spread the word.
and we do everything, electronically very well anyway. Did you want to touch quickly on, I know we've had a couple member relief programs out there for a while now. I know we've made a little tweaks here and there. Give members a quick update as to where we are with those programs and what's still available.
So since March, I guess I should say since February, actually, when I heard that unemployment rates might go to 25%, I translated that into 25% of our members are going to have a hard time making loan payments. We got support from our regulator early on that says you have a green light to defer payments on loans for up to 6 months. And so in March and April, we rolled out a number of programs. Essentially, if you have a non-mortgage loan, Visa is month by month. That's just a system setting, and you can decide to make a payment or not make a payment. If you don't make a payment, we don't report it as delinquent. Things like car loans and so forth, most of those were 90 days. We are currently pushing out an additional 90-day option to those members. Mortgage forbearance is generally 6 months, and we're doing a ton of those. But up to this point, we've done some form of payment deferral, not forgiveness, but deferral on 23,000 loans worth about $550 million. And so we're doing our best to help members get through this period, particularly if they've had a loss of income, until they come out the other side, their company's back open, they're working again, and they can resume payments. So that's one part. The other part, we announced we were waiving late fees on all loans. I think that started in April, as well as charging only a penny for NSS. We are extending that through September 1st. So we're doing everything we can to help our members through this situation.
And it's been impressive.
That's what credit union's about.
Yeah. Yeah. I know we've talked a couple times about that, but credit unions were formed for helping to get people through the tough times, and really came into prominence during the Depression. And
yep.
So it's in our DNA, it's in our history, and this is really the kind of times that credit unions are called upon to step up and do what we do best.
Well, and it's interesting. Our senior team's been doing strategic planning, resuming it for the past 2 months. One of the key tenets as we think about the future that's emerged is this notion of do the right thing. Just do the right thing.
Yeah.
And that's what this is all about during COVID-19.
Yeah. And I can say that we have been, whether it's, for our members, for our employees, for the community, pretty much at every turn, Coastal has stepped up and done, what's right and what's necessary.
And we'll keep doing it.
That's good. So shifting gears just a little bit, we're into July, so we're just past the halfway mark on the year. What is this year looking like from a business standpoint and financials? Yes, I know some of our members would be curious about that. Do we want to cover that?
Yeah, happy to. We're doing fine. We had a small loss in the first half of the year, net income loss, because in June we decided to put an additional $15 million in our allowance for loan losses. So rather than waiting until loan losses start accumulating, playing catch up, we're getting out in front of it. And so today we have about $44 million in our allowance for loan loss account. But it did result. Without that, we would have had $14 million of net income in the first half of the year, which, given the circumstances, is not too bad. So we're doing well financially. Our net worth ratio, which is the key measure of our financial health, which is our equity, still over 10%. And the main reason is not losses. The main reason is deposit growth. So every year we try to estimate, based on trends, how much money will members deposit at Coastal that grows our deposit base. Well, we're $200 million above the mid-year goal we had set for this year. The good sign of that is members trust us. We're not going to lose their money. We're not going to squander it. We're here to protect it. We're paying the best rates we can. We're a safe place to park money right now, and members are doing it. Based on our estimates, we could be approaching $4 billion in assets by the end of the year. So that's what's caused our net worth ratio to fall more so than this small loss in the first half of the year. A little bit about the outlook. We expect a net charge-off $50 million in loans between 2020 and 2021. We were budgeting $15 million a year between both of those years. So I think we're in great shape. We're trying to get the pain out of the way this year. Current estimate is net income will be somewhere between $0 and $5 million. Given the circumstances and given the need to prepare for future loan losses, that'd be a heck of a success. And it's really attributable to the business our members do with us, which I can't say enough thank yous to all of them. But we're in great shape.
Yeah, all things considered, I think we're doing fairly well.
There's choppy waters ahead, but we're sailing fine and in great shape.
That's good. That's good. So, before we wrap up, any last thoughts? Anything you want to get out to the members to address the months ahead?
Well, I would say two things. Okay, now ask you a couple things. For those of you that have navigated to our digital channels to do things you might have once done at a branch or at one of our drive-up ITMs, such as depositing a check, thank you. Keep using it. That's a more efficient process for you and us. So thank you for migrating to that channel. We're seeing tremendous growth in mobile and digital users and mobile check deposits and some mobile applications. So, and I don't think that trend's going away. Thanks for your patience. This has been the most intense 4 months in my career. But we've got a great team that has become very close, more close, quite frankly, and has pulled together to ensure that we keep serving you every day. We will eventually get our branch lobbies back open. Be patient on the timeline and look for announcements about other channels of service that will be opening up in the months and year ahead. But we're here to serve you. We appreciate your support, appreciate the patience. We're in a strong position and excited about moving forward.
Excellent. I'd echo the same things. Thanks to our members for being so supportive during these times and still coming to us for their needs and solutions to their financial issues. And for being just as adaptable as consumers as we've been as a financial institution.
Right. Yep.
Excellent. Well, that's all we have time for this month. We'll be back soon, and thanks for tuning in. If you've liked the video, be sure to give us a thumbs up. Hit the little subscribe button at the top of the page and get notified anytime we put out another Coffee with Chuck or any videos. We've been putting out a lot of other videos lately as well. So we'd love to have you view those and get notified whenever new ones are available. So thanks for tuning in, and we'll see you soon.
Thanks, everybody.